It's been a while. Actually, to you, it's not been more than just since my last video. But to me, I actually had started the idea of this YouTube channel about travel, and I was super excited, and I prepped all these videos, and then COVID. And so it's been months since I made a video. Now, we happen to live in Europe, and we got to do some travel this summer, so we're gonna be talking about that travel. But you should know that in these different videos about Italy, we had this incredible experience of being some of the only tourists there. So I kept trying to tell my kids, like, you don't understand. You will never again get to see Rome and Florence and Amalfi with so few people. So take that into account when I tell you about this, but we are gonna start with Rome. And I have heard really mixed reviews about Rome. I loved Rome. Like, I really loved Rome. Now, I will say I got to be there in July with next to no tourists, so take that into account. So I'm gonna talk about what we did, trying to keep it on a bit of a budget. My kids are big walkers, but there's a great bus system in Rome as well that's not very expensive. And we did all these in 2 days. I would have liked a little bit more time. The one thing we knew we wanted to spend the money on, and it really wasn't terribly expensive, was tickets for all of us to see the Colosseum and the Roman Forum. And I am not sorry that we did. We later said if it had just been to see the Colosseum, I guess you could have seen it from the outside, but getting to see that and going into the Roman Forum, I would suggest that is where you put kind of maybe a little extra money that you're going to be spending. The Colosseum and the Roman Forum are right by each other. When you go to the Roman Forum, make sure you go up to the gardens and you are going to get this bird's eye view of Rome. After the Colosseum and the Roman Forum, go over and at least walk through and around the Piazza Venezia. There's an art and a history museum there. We don't tend to very often do art or history museums with the kids and the cost, but just walking through, it is stunning. And then head over to the Trevi Fountain. Now, during tourist season, I have heard that there are people packed all around it, but I still feel it's really worth seeing. It's one of the most iconic fountains in the world. It's very beautiful. After you've gone to the Trevi Fountain, make your way over to the Pantheon. I loved the whole piazza there with the Pantheon. The Pantheon is free to get into. It's small but beautiful, absolutely worth going into. The fountain outside there is lovely, and really close there is an incredible little gelato place called Fiocco di Neve. All the stuff in there is gluten-free, but don't let that deter you even if you can eat gluten, because it's made in-house. It was phenomenal. Salted caramel and the cookies and cream, and oh, so good. Go and get the cones and then come out and sit in this beautiful piazza and enjoy them. As you're walking through this area, there's beautiful side streets. So many times you're gonna wanna stop, snap a picture, just enjoy how lovely it all is. After this, you're gonna cross over the Tiber River. You're going to take the Ponte Sant Angelo bridge. Head over to the Corte Suprema de Cassazione, which is their Supreme Court there. And on the side opposite the river, there's another lovely piazza where my kids were having fun doing cartwheels and just enjoying all the space. After that, go to the Castel Sant Angelo, which is surrounded by the beautiful Piazza Adriana, which was a hit with one of my kids, whose name is Adriana, or as we say, Adriana. From there, you're very close to the Vatican City. Now, we did this in 2 separate days, but absolutely walk into the Vatican City, which is the smallest country in the entire world. In fact, I laughed as Google Maps warned me about crossing country borders as we walked into Vatican City. And you absolutely must go into St. Peter's Basilica. It's free to go into. You may have to wait in a line, but this church is stunning. We even saw a few cardinals in there. Didn't happen to see the Pope. One thing you need to know, super important, they have a dress code. So especially if you're there in the summer, it's no shoulders showing and it's no shorts or short skirts, even for guys. So I made sure my guys didn't wear short skirts. And while that's free, you can pay €8 to climb up to the top of the dome to get another beautiful view of Rome. There's also the Vatican Museum, which you have to book ahead of time. I believe it was €17 for me and $7 for my son. The way we got around this, my husband said, I don't care about it. You really want to see the Sistine Chapel. My son really wanted to come with us, so he and the girls went and had some fun and did some walking around. And my son and I went to the Vatican Museum. It take some time, walk through the entire museum, but it's got mummies and all kinds of cool old things, pieces of art, tapestry, and at the end, ta-da, the Sistine Chapel. And I actually had a sore neck because I spent so long just staring up close to there. Was our favorite thing to eat. It might be my favorite thing I've put in my mouth. Okay, top 10 favorite things I've put in my mouth. Go to Mama Eats Street Food. So there's two places. There's a Mama Eats restaurant and Mama Eats Street Food. The Mama Eats Street Food is close to the Vatican, and it's actually all gluten-free, although my son later said, I would have never believed you that this was gluten-free, because usually he whines if he has to eat that kind of food. They had a fried calzone that will be served in heaven, I'm just saying. It was phenomenal. So huge treat for us gluten-free girls. So when I went to Rome, I actually put together a gluten-free Google map to show you all the places you can get gluten-free food in Rome. And it is one of the best cities I've ever had to eat gluten-free. So Rome gets 5 stars for us. We loved Rome. We thought Rome was just such an incredible city. And if you're on a budget, we actually thought, yes, it can be a little pricey to stay in Rome, but there are so many things to just walk around and see. It was phenomenal. So if you get the chance, go to Rome. Take your kids to Rome. My kids had such a good time in Rome. Now, there were so many things we still didn't get to see. The Spanish Steps, other things, and I'm sure some of you have seen them. So tell me the favorite things that you did in Rome that I missed out on, or maybe some tip or trick that I did not happen to say in this video. We would love to hear it. Just put it in the comments. And also don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.